concept of savings and also see how such a course can be useful in understanding financial management concepts. Can you think of some examples of savings that you observe in your daily life? Well, we often tend to hide a small amount of excess money to fulfill our little desires, such as going for a movie, eating an ice cream, or buying a storybook. Some of the simplest forms of savings are dropping coins in a piggy bank, mother keeping back a fistful of rice in the sack while taking rice for cooking, Gauri saving a part of her pocket money in a box under her clothes. Why do you think it is important to have savings? That's right. It is important to have savings to be able to handle any financial or medical emergencies in future, fulfill your dreams such as funding your or your siblings' higher education, starting a new business, or building a new house. A very useful way in which you can increase your savings is through budgeting. Budgeting is an important part of savings. It is about planning your expenses in a way that you can cut down on unnecessary costs and focus more on savings. People generally tend to spend their money mindlessly to meet their day-to-day requirements and then try to save the surplus. By budgeting, you can ensure that after meeting your daily or monthly expenses, you are left enough money to handle a major expense and not merely the surplus. Budgeting means planning your expenditure in a way that will leave you with some extra money to save. For the purpose of budgeting, follow the 3 simple rules. 1. Record your daily expenses. 2. Preserve the receipts. 3. Get an idea of your daily expenses by adding all the amounts on the receipts. Similarly, record the total of the weekly expenses and eventually monthly expenses. Do this for 3 months and see the difference. As you make smarter decisions with your money and think carefully about your purchases, you will notice that saving a little with every purchase adds up over time. Following a strict budget and learning to plan your purchases can make it easier to save money. Include savings in your budget. The key to spending is to stay within your means and not to spend more money than you already have. As you plan to shop, make sure you keep your goals and your budget in mind. Thus, the money equation changes to expenditure is income minus savings. In order to budget your money properly and increase your savings, always follow and remember the following 3 rules for savings. Rule number 1. Pay yourself first. Set the money you plan to save aside before you start spending. Rule number 2. Make it a regular habit. Saving is not an option but a necessity. Rule number 3. Have goals. Make short-term and long-term goals for savings. Now let us go back to the Biswas family and look at another scenario in their life. Mr. Biswas earns Rs 12,000 per month. His wife Shikha earns Rs 3,000 per month. Priya earns Rs 5,000 per month. The other 4 members of the family do not earn any money. Gauri, their 15-year-old daughter, attended a course on financial literacy in school. With the help of her uncle Bikash, Gauri opens an account in a bank. She doesn't spend her pocket money buying fancy items. Instead, she saves Rs 200 every month. She also suggests her sister Priya to save part of her income in the bank. Thus, Priya saved 1,000 rupees every month for a period of 1 year. She is super excited to have saved a little over 2 months of her salary in 1 year. A year passed by. Shikha was unable to grow sufficient vegetables in her garden. Her income came down from Rs 3,000 to Rs 1,000. She did not know how to manage the expenses of the household. Mr. Biswas was getting increasingly worried. Gauri could see that her parents had lost their smiles and were always tense about their financial condition. He cut short on all possible expenses. The children could see that they no longer visited their relatives. Eating out was completely ruled out. In fact, Mr. Biswas was finding it difficult to pay even his children's tuition fees. Understanding the criticality of the situation, Gauri called her sister Priya and suggested they should speak to their parents. At first, Mr. Biswas was reluctant to discuss money matters with his young children. But when Gauri and Priya spoke about banking and how they had saved a decent amount of money in the bank in the last 1 year, the worried look on Mr. Biswas's face simply disappeared. He began to listen to his daughters more intently, and finally they decided that with the saved money they would buy hens and goats so that Shikha can sell the eggs and milk. Priya also decided to take a loan from the bank so that she could buy a small shop for her mother from where she could sell her provision. On Gauri's suggestion, Mr. Biswas visited the bank and spoke to his cousin Bikash for his advice on banking. Bikash not only explained to him various ways to save money, but also other tools such as insurance and loan to help him during emergencies. Mr. Biswas is no longer worried about the hospital bills, expanding his business and building his new house. Shikha now earns Rs 6,000 from her shop selling vegetables, milk and eggs. Mr. Biswas took a loan from the bank and repaired his shop and appointed a help to increase his income. He is almost making Rs 15,000 a month from his tailoring business. Priya also joined a bigger parlor and is earning Rs 8,000 a month. Can you calculate the current income of the Biswas family? Rs 15,000 plus Rs 6,000 plus Rs 8,000. Yes, it is Rs 29,000. Expenses. Now let us look at the expenses of the Biswas family after say 2 years, assuming that the market prices have gone up. Medicines, Rs 2,000. Electricity, Rs 1,800. Monthly ration, Rs 4,000. Sanitary pads, Rs 100. Vegetables, Rs 3,000. Fish and meat, Rs 3,900. Cable charges, Rs 300. Mobile prepaid cards, Rs 800. Tuitions, Rs 2,000. Visiting relatives, Rs 1,200. Eating out, Rs 1,200. Pocket money for children, Rs 500. Insurance premium, Rs 1,000. And loan EMI, Rs 2,000. A total of Rs 23,800. The total income of the Biswas family is Rs 29,000 and the total expenditure is Rs 23,800. Now where is this extra 5,200 going? You are absolutely correct. It is all going as savings of the Biswas family. We have already discussed earlier that total income minus total expenditure is savings. Now let us see how the Biswas family managed to save from their monthly income. Contributions of Shikha towards savings from her income is Rs 1,000. Contribution of Priya towards savings from her income is Rs 2,500. Emergency liquid fund, Rs 1,700. With these savings, the Biswas family not only covered themselves for a future medical emergency, but also could plan for their children's education, expand their business, and even build a new house. It was Gauri's financial literacy that saved the family from such a difficult situation. So it is essential that we take care of our money and start developing the skill to manage it with all resources available. In the next lessons, we will see how to start and manage savings.